Hello, my lovely air signs. This is a general energy reading for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, so all of my air signs. These general readings include advice, words of encouragement about a variety of topics. So in this reading, I ask that you take what resonates and leave what does not. All right. Okay. First card out is present power. And this is in the realm of consciousness. Let's get two more. But so far so good, air signs. Ooh, transformation. So my air signs are putting in that work. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, putting in that work. I get this sense that there's a lot of self-care happening. I just got intellectual curiosity in my mind. Take what resonates. But overall, the energy is one of I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to love me. I'm going to spend time on me, which I like. Me. You are the center of your universe right now, air signs. I like it. Let's see. By the way, my air signs, because of the way that my camera functions at the moment, you're not going to be able to see the spread, but I will show you the cards as they pop out. Behind a mask. But there's something going on. I hope that this energy of taking care of yourself and doing you is not some sort of bravado or facade. There's something that you're trying to push down as well, but it's still lingering there right underneath the surface. Still, with that being said, taking care of yourself is important. So I'd never say don't do that. Please continue to do that, air signs. But there are things, emotions, and thoughts that you might have to deal with at some point. Interesting. I want to take a moment, and because I work with the elements among many things, so I want to take a moment to get a feel for what elements are present here before I go forward, because usually that gives me a good sense of where you are energetically. So that's just how I read. Air. Air keeps popping up. So your own element is very, very, very strong in this reading. Makes sense. Water. Okay, air and water. Let me preface this reading by saying that air and water can be very tricky energies to work with. Oftentimes, when I work with air and water in readings, they're either at each other's throat. One's trying to gain dominance over the other. Or there's a lot of confusion, mixed emotion, mixed thoughts. So some of you might be in a battle. There might be a conflict between your thoughts and your emotions, air signs. How you feel, what you want versus what you are rationalizing, what your mind is telling you should happen. The air element is very powerful in these two cards here. So the present power and the transformation, this is all air here. very present here. And that makes sense, right? Where you excel the most is in the rational mind, communication, intellect. That's where air signs excel. So it makes sense that that's where you feel most comfortable. That's where you feel most powerful, is when you are thinking rationally and using your mind, using your brain. And I also often think of this card as like taming of emotion. Because if you think about lions and tigers, they're quite passionate, especially tigers. They're quite passionate and powerful creatures. Tigers are quite sensual as well. So there might be some desires and emotions that you're taming here. I get the sense that you don't appreciate when your emotion plays too big of a role in your decisions and in your daily life. So you do everything you can to control those things, those energies. That's probably why water is here. I told you, they love to stay at each other's throat, air and water. I don't know why. That's what they do. And then water is here. Of course. Water is asking you, air signs, encouraging you to examine your emotion, reminding you that your feelings do not go away. They're there. Even if you hide them, even if you put a mask over your eyes, that doesn't mean that there's not tears behind that mask. Okay, there's that push from water. Let's get some more information on this present power card. The elements have given us a lot. I like working with air and water personally. I feel very comfortable, especially with water, because that's my own primary element. But I feel like whenever those two elements come into a reading, the message tends to be quite profound. All right, my spirit guide, my ancestors, more details, heavenly bodies, elements, air. Have more information, more details. Okay, the Page of Swords. There you go. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, there is your energy. Yeah, so you are researching. You're doing your research. You're not going to involve yourself in any situations where you can't exercise your knowledge, where you feel communication is not clear, where you feel that, or think that, I should say think, because air is thoughts, where you think that you're not going to have the upper hand. You like to be the smartest person in the room. That's such an air sign trait. I know I deal with many air signs. They like to be in the know. They don't like surprises. Not really. They like to surprise other people, but they don't like to be surprised themselves. So you're not going to put yourself in any situation where you do not have the upper hand mentally. And I just got emotionally, so I'll say it. So you're really guarding yourself. You're really exercising the powerful mind that your element has bestowed upon you to make decisions about the people that you associate with, the projects that you become involved in, the situations that you become involved in. Air is very powerful here. The page for me is all about research, looking into things, not taking any action until you have all of the facts. So that's what you're doing, because you don't want to go into a situation where you're powerless. You don't. And you are at your most powerful when you have all the facts, when your mind is involved in the equation. Okay. Oops. Okay. Page of Wands. But there's something that's coming. Air signs. There's something that's coming that's going to pique your interest, because this is fire. Excuse me. This is fire. And if you know anything about how fire and air interacts, it can be quite explosive. Both fire and air are elements of movement, action. So when those two elements come together, it's a blaze, right? Everything is just lit up. With this clarifying transformation, there's something that you want. There's something that you want. Could be a project, could be a partnership. There's something, a situation, a person, something that you desire. Right now, you're just looking into it, though. With that Page of Swords, you're wanting to maintain a level of rationality because that is where you are most powerful. When we start getting into emotion and passion, it becomes tricky for air signs. It becomes tricky for the element of air. But you're slowly coming around to the fact that if you want something, you're eventually going to have to stop researching and actually go and experience and take. The Page of Wands is an energy of putting yourself out there, speaking your truth, voicing your opinions. Consequences be damned. So you're slowly coming around to the idea of, okay, I've done my research. I've looked at this from a rational standpoint. And now I'm going to actually act on what it is that I want. Interesting. So fire is making an appearance. They usually do. They work in tandem, the elements. So they usually, if one is here, the other three are here as well. Ice water. All right. Ooh. Okay. Wow. So the ultimate water card just popped out here. The Ten of Cups. My God. And that's clarifying, by the way, behind a mask. My God. Okay, so you're just full of emotion. You air signs are full of emotion. Just waiting for that. I just got waiting for your ship to sail, to set sail. You're holding back. You're holding back on something that you care a great deal about and that you know is going to make you happy. You're holding back on that. We're going to delve into what exactly you're holding back on. But you're holding back on something that's going to bring you a lot of happiness because you want to maintain some level of control. That's what I'm getting. You're most powerful when you are using your mind. Your mind is your greatest weapon. You feel most comfortable when you're exercising logic and reasoning. And emotion, water and air, they don't mesh. They don't mesh. You know what? When you put air and water together, you get a thunderstorm. You get tsunamis. You get hurricanes. Very chaotic and can be quite destructive, those two energies when you put them together. But I love when they're in readings together because you get so much. You're trying to hold, you're trying to hold back the river. You're trying to hold back the flood. Because when that water energy, that water element enters into your energy, that's when you feel like you've lost control, and you don't want to lose control. You want to remain, I just got passive. You want to remain passive. You want to remain cool as a cucumber is the phrase that just came to mind. You don't want to look unkempt, disheveled. You don't want to appear disheveled or unkempt. Okay. Interesting. I want to look into this situation, get some more details about what exactly are you holding back from? This Ten of Cups. What exactly is it? Thank you. Okay, from cutting something off. So there might be something that you need to cut off. Oh, okay. So some of you might be it could be a job, it could be a relationship. There's something that you need to cut off, that you need to get rid of. This is the Scythe. In order for new opportunities to present themselves. For some of you, new opportunities have presented themselves already, new offers, but you need to cut something off first. That's what you're holding back from, because you want to make sure it's the right thing to cut whatever you need to cut off. Wow. It could be, oh, there's the ring. It could be a commitment or just a partnership. The ring symbolizes contracts as well. So like I said, this could be career, this could be love. Take it as it resonates. But there's something that you need to cut off in order to accept or explore new opportunities in relationships and commitments and contracts. And the sun is at the bottom. This is illumination. This is clear vision. Okay, so it makes sense that you are kind of standing in your power right now, air signs, because you want to make sure. There's this sense, this energy around the whole reading of, I want to be sure that if I leave whatever I need to leave and go into the unknown, I want to make sure that I know all the facts and that it's going to lead to something happy, something prosperous for me, something abundant. Because you do want that 10 of Cups. Okay. So let's get some advice for you from the universe, from the elements, from my guides, your guides. Let's get some advice, please, for the air signs in this reading. Whoa. All right, we've got 2 pieces of advice. So the 10 of Pentacles and the 8, or the 3 of Swords, excuse me. Wow. Okay, so that's Earth coming in. And the 3 of Swords is your air. The 10 of Pentacles, that Earth energy. I just got to have a clear mind. I feel like that's just your energy coming through. That's what you're telling yourself. But the 10 of Pentacles, it is a card of abundance. Definitely abundance. Comfort, security, stability. But also, with that Earth energy, remain grounded. Sometimes, even though air is focused on the rational, right, logic, it's not a grounded element. Sometimes with that air energy, what you think is logical, what you think is rational, is actually quite out of the box. So this is a caution to you, I feel. Stay grounded. Stay grounded. And don't do anything that you're uncomfortable with. Don't put yourself into any situations that you're uncomfortable with. Your security, your comfort is priority here. But with this being the 10 of Pentacles, I feel that you actually do know what's going to bring you the most comfort. What's going to bring you the most security. You do know that. You've done your research. So spirit, the universe, the elements are encouraging you to follow that path. Now with the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Air, this is about, I just got letting go. You do have to let go of something. There will be hurt. It will be difficult to let go of this situation. For some of you, it could be that you're committed to a career or a job or a person that you will have to let go of. And it will cause hurt. It will cause somebody to feel alienated is what I got. It might go a little bit against what you feel, what your mind's telling you. With that 3 of Air, it might go a little bit against that. But remember that all the elements work in tandem. So you can't let air, I just got overcompensate. Don't overcompensate with your logic. I hope that makes sense. Don't let your logic overrule your emotion, your desire, and your physical needs, right? Your material needs. All of these should be working in tandem with each other. That's why water kind of pushed through. I swear water stays with his foot on air's neck. Water pushed through and said, remember the rest of us. We're using our mind, we're using our heart, we're using our spirit, our soul. We're using all of the elements at our disposal to make decisions. Don't overcompensate with that logic. Air signs. Okay, that was an interesting read. It evolved in a different way than I expected, but it was still fruitful, I feel, and I hope you feel the same way. And if you do, please like, subscribe, comment. All support is appreciated. And most of all, allow all of the elements to work in tandem with you to guide you to your highest potential, to your greatest desires. Take care, air signs, and I will see you next video.